What's up, guys? We're back once again. We're finally going to be reviewing Attack on Titan episode 11. We are finally here. Now, if you guys were able to watch the episode, go ahead and let me know your thoughts down about the episode down in the comments down below. But if you guys haven't, then I do suggest you guys click off the video, but I'm going to give you fair warning. So we're going to go ahead and take back right where we left off on the previous episode. But we mainly, what this was really more focused on was Gabi and Falco. We see them in prison. Something's happening to Gabi, and a guard comes in. As soon as he's trying to help her, she smacks him with a brick, and she just starts wailing on him and then kills him. Her and Falco run, and as soon as we see that, we just see where they run all night. They get to a river, and Falco's saying we got to find somewhere to kind of camp out and hide. Gabi saying that they need to keep moving, and then they get into a fight where we see him basically stating, why do you have that armband on? You need to take it off, because if you don't, then ones are going to recognize who you are, who we are. And she has a problem with that because she still has it in her head that she is a better Eladin than the rest of them. She does not want nothing to do with the Devils of Perilous Island, is what she keeps calling them. So they get into a fight, and as soon as that happens, we see where some girl basically sees them, and she says, hey, and they start like about ready to kind of almost like they're gonna fight, but she basically says, hey, I got somewhere I can I can do something with it. And it's kind of cool because we do see where they go, and they see this farm, they see a bunch of kids, they see a bunch of people, and we realize that this girl's family is willing to give Gabi and Falco a place to stay. But we also see where in the entirety where it goes back to Hodge, and she is having to deal with the aftermath of Eren being arrested, and she is getting she's getting hounded. She's basically wanting to know why. Why are you doing this to Eren after everything he did? And she's basically stating that they are making alliances with people outside of Perilous Island because they want to be better. They want to show people that they're not devils. And we do see where Hodge is taking a lot under her, and she just doesn't know what to do. And then she goes to these younger cadets that are the ones that are, I guess they're one of the ones that's going to be either in the Scouts or possible Titan successors of them. And they basically do inform that they are the ones that gave them up, and they also inform that this is what they were going to be doing. And it's really interesting because Hodge basically says, okay, I can understand that, and they argue why Eren is in prison, why this is going on, and a lot of ones are like, hey, this ain't fair. Eren did a justice to the people, he should be the leader, and we don't agree with you. And so she puts them all under arrest. And one of the ones that Mikasa saved, she basically explains to her, you need to keep your mouth shut, because the more you do this, the more it's going to be worse for you. And she thinks everything's going to be okay. And Mikasa is really upset because she, I guess, was an idol to this girl that she saved on one of the Titan attacks. And we do see a memory flashback, and we also see another flashback after she asks her, why did you join the Scouts? And then she sees a flashback of Eren saving her when they were kids. And when that happens, you see this girl giving Mikasa the basic the salute of the Scouts, pretty much. And we do see where it goes right back to Falco and Gabi, and they are basically cleaning up stuff in the horse stables. And what's really funny is you see Gabi is going through pure hell. And honestly, I think it's pretty funny because Gabi is one of those characters where you do like her, but at the same time you hate her because of what happened to Sasha. And we do see where she actually pisses off a horse, and the horse literally tries to bite her and just sling her around, and then also slings the water around, which is pretty funny. And then her and Falco get in a an argument after, again, stating that, why did you say that we were siblings? And he said that basically told her when they went in to basically keep her mouth shut while he does the talking, and they were able to stay there however long they needed to. They felt like they were going to be home again because they said that they ran away from home. So when they have this argument, the same girl comes, says, hey, let's go have lunch, and then it gets later revealed that the girl knew that they were from Marley, that they are not of this island, and she later takes them to her former home, where she reveals that her mother was eaten by a Titan. And as soon as that happens, we do see where she explains to them, that her mother didn't deserve this, that she remembers her mother dying, and she just sat there and couldn't do anything. And Gabi has the gall to basically say, y'all sinners, and you deserved it, and you've been killing people and forcing them to have your babies for this amount of years and all this. And then she just turns to her and says, well, what are you talking about? And they're talking about what happened years ago. They're talking about years ago, and they're saying that the traditions that were back then, thousands of years ago, is still going on this day, and it's not. And she basically tells Gabi, what did my mother do? She was born and raised here just like I was, and she deserved to die like this. What answer do you have for that? And she couldn't answer her. She just was dumbfounded. She was like, and that's the entire time. And Gabi's finally getting a taste of her own mess, and like, hey, these people are not as evil as you think. You're making them out to be evil, just like how Aaron, tried to do the same thing, but Aaron still got his revenge, and he still wants revenge because of what happened. Gabi may do the same thing, because she's starting to see that not everybody is evil, not everybody is selfish and bad, because we do see where she informs them that the people she's living with are not really her parents. Her parents died, and she basically, has saved them both twice already from basically saying they're not Marleys, because Gabi has already tried attacking her twice already. Once with a rock at the river where this girl found them, and then also with a pitchfork when she realized that they were both Marleys. And she informs them that, this is a farm and she wants to be better, and she's basically going to do everything she can for them when they're ready to go back. And she goes, well, why are you doing this? And she talks about a girl that saved her from a Titan. And it was the little girl. It was the same little girl we saw 4 years ago in the story. I believe it was in season 3 we saw this. That we saw Sasha get in the middle of this, and that is the reason why with the farm and everything, because she is basically living her memory through her, and she's basically her idol, and she wants to be, as good as she was, not trying to judge people, trying to help people, trying to do what she can for people, and she wants to be as good as she was. And that's how that ends. And I think until she says the name, then I think that we will finally be able to go, hey, this is what happened. And then we go to the credits, and after the credits we see Reinar, we see everybody else talking about what they need to do, and the leader of the military, he's informing them that they need to lead a huge assault against Perilous Island, and he's saying, and Reynar's saying, no, we need to do it now. And the militia general is saying, no, we need to wait till everybody else comes, and he's saying, no, as far as he's playing, he doesn't think that we're going to be able to do it. And they even say, so we got to wait for Gabi and Falco for about 6 months, and they're stating, no, we have to do this now. So at the very end, Reinar states we have to lead an assault now. And that's how the episode ends. So overall, the episode was, I want to say the episode was good to a certain degree, but at the same time, there was parts about this episode I did not like, and there's parts about this episode I did like. I liked how shook up Gabi was. I liked how she basically I liked how they made Gabi feel to basically like, oh, she's this and she's that, when she's not. Gabi is one of those, she was very manipulated. She is very ignorant. She's very, she has a lot of courage, but she's using a lot of that for the wrong reasons. And I think that's one of the main reasons why a lot of people love her character, is because that she has good qualities, but she's using them for terrible reasons. And I cannot wait to see if her character is actually going to be bad, good, or whatever. And I think this episode is really going to give Gabi and Falco the opening of what the Perilous people are. They're not bad. They're not all evil like they think they are. They're not better than them. And I just love how they brought, Sasha in this. I loved how they were able to bring her up in this, saying, hey, this girl saved me when I was a little girl. and I want to be like her because she was brave, she was fierce. And I love how they honor that memory, and I can't wait to see. I can't wait till it gets let out saying, "Hey, yeah, this was this girl, and guess what? You killed her because she was a good person, and you basically shot her and killed her because she was the enemy." And that is the whole message that they're trying to get out, saying, "Hey, we're not that different." And I can't wait to see what's going to happen next week in Attack on Titan. So let me know what you guys think down below. Hope you guys are enjoying your day. And as always, I'll see you guys on the next one.